Hello, my friends. I am about to make my favorite pickled beets ever, and it goes like this. This is from Food in Jars. It's not my recipe. We've got beets, apple cider, salt, sugar, a cinnamon stick, and a piece of ginger. That is it. Like literally, that's it. That is so easy. Let's see, this says, so this recipe makes 3 1-pint jars if you have 2 pounds of beets. I had 3 pounds of beets, but I'm gonna stick to this recipe, and then any extra beets I have, I'm just gonna eat them because I love beets. The last time I made these beets, I still have a container of them, of the juice, because I ate all the beets because the beets are so good. I saved the brine. I have put hard-boiled eggs in there. I have put banana peppers in there. I have put cucumbers in there. It is just a brine that keeps on giving. I wouldn't recan the brine, but in the refrigerator, just throwing some things in, it has served us so well. I love this brine. And you need to get this book because this book is incredible. So there's Food in Jars and Naturally Sweet Food in Jars. I love them both. You can substitute, what does it say? It's a cup of sugar. You can absolutely substitute maple syrup or honey. I'm gonna use coconut sugar. I don't have maple syrup or honey, so I'm just gonna go with that. The beets are also really, really sweet. So it is a sweeter brine that you're making, but it counters with the cider vinegar. And listen, I'm gonna tell you why I make this. I make this because eating pickled beets with homemade hummus and some sort of like lamb meatball or meatloaf or hamburger, the combination of those 3 things together, maybe a little tzatziki sauce too with like extra mint. Yeah, that's why I make this. And then I make sure I have a lot of homemade hummus in my freezer ready to go, and some ground lamb too. All right, so these have been boiled maybe about half an hour. And then I just take a knife and I just kind of peel the skin off. If it doesn't peel easily, some of them won't. I just trim it as carefully as possible, and then the chicken get all the rest, and they love it. Because, as I say, who doesn't love beets? My family will say most of them don't love beets except Dave, so whatever. More for me. Oh my goodness, do you want to see my carrots that I thought was lemon balm? So I thought I was planting lemon balm. I started these seeds in a winter sowing jug. It was supposed to be lemon balm. I was suspicious. I thought, these leaves look an awful like dill and carrots. But I planted them and I put my little lemon balm tag in there. It was mandarin lemon balm. So I thought, oh, maybe mandarin lemon balm is very, very different than lemon balm. No, it was carrots. Have you ever tried transplanting carrots? Whoa. Well, this is what happens. This is what happens, my friends, when you try transplanting carrots. These are literally all tangled together like they're in love. Yeah. That's what happens when you try transplanting carrots. So I just pulled them. I'll do something. Oh, do you also want to see the beginning of my tomato harvest? Let's just have show and tell, shall we? Here's the beginning of my tomatoes. Now, I dutifully tried labeling everything I planted this year. I was trying to be so good at it. No more wooden tags that disappear into the dirt. I was using plastic. And I said I will reuse these every year until the end of time. Well, the market just wipes off. Everything just wipes off. The tags disappear into the earth. I don't know what any of, oh my God. I don't know what any of this is, but they're delicious. And we've got some more ripening over there. It's slow. It's a slow ramp up this year. but this feels really good. What else can I show you my show and tell? Some beautiful lavender. These are 2 different lavenders. Look at how different those are. I don't know why they're different. I just know they're different. Isn't that beautiful? I'm saving as many dried flowers as I can this year because I am making a wreath. The wreath is going to be huge and magnificent. It's going to have yarrow and lavender and straw flower and other things. It's going to be outrageously gorgeous. And next year I'm going to do an even better job at collecting so that I can do it again because this is thrilling to me. I don't wear gloves. I know some people wear gloves, but I just don't see why it's necessary. The beet comes right off your hands in a day, so I don't know, maybe some people just don't like it. I'm going to cut them in half, and some I might have to quarter because the bigger ones are bigger, like that. And then I'm gonna make half moon slices like this, because this is the shape I like to eat. If you like to eat a different shape, you can make a different shape. And I try to get them as evenly as possible, even though cutting things evenly is really not my skill set. There. Now this one's tiny, so I'm just gonna half this tiny little one here. Oh my god, they smell so good. I love beets. I was that kid who, I don't remember eating out a lot, but I do remember when I would get to like one of those salad bars. You know, they have like salad bars in restaurants where you go and make your own salad. They bring you a plate at the beginning of your meal and you can like have unlimited salad, which is very exciting when you're a kid to make your own salad. I would basically put chickpeas, garbanzo beans, all over my salad. I would cover it with, like all over my lettuce, and I would cover it with, I think some like cheddar cheese or something like that, always blue cheese dressing, and tons of their beets. And usually the beets weren't pickled. I don't know, just like, you know, beets from a can, like canned beets. They have that certain taste to them. I mean, I couldn't get enough of it. And I guess that's where my desire to eat hummus with pickled beets must have started at those salad bars. Isn't that an amazing culinary beginning? Amazing. So, yeah, I don't know. People don't like beets in my house. I love beets. I love beets. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the other way I do beets. If you get some beets like this already, like kind of, you know, ready to go, skins are off, you can slice them into more like a dice. You can dice them, let's say, and you can roast them with some avocado oil. And when they're done, you throw on a little vinegar, whatever you like a little balsamic vinegar would be delicious. And I don't eat feta cheese anymore, but when I did, this is how I made them. I would throw on like some fresh parsley and some feta to finish it, like after it was done and came out of the roasting pan. That is so good. So good. Okay, there's my beets. Okay, so for most brines, you start with an equal parts of water and vinegar. So I've got 2 cups of water in here, and then I'm not using raw vinegar because I don't really see the point in using a really good vinegar that's just gonna be cooked. So this is just a regular vinegar. You know what, I'm gonna make a recipe and a half because I have that extra pound of beets. So I'm gonna go ahead and add another cup of vinegar and another cup of water. I really need to clean my kitchen, but I'm gonna do it as the brine is cooking and the water bath is heating up. It would be 1 cup of sugar, so I'm gonna add a cup and a half of sugar. I'm just gonna add that last little tiny bit in there. And then just to get what's in the measuring cup out, I'm just gonna stir it with the measuring cup. Now my brine is gonna be darker than it might normally be because I'm using coconut sugar, which is a very dark sugar. Okay, I didn't realize I left the camera on. You heard me sneeze. Okay, 2 tablespoons of pickling salt. So I'm gonna add that 1/3 because I'm doing 1 1/2. Totally lucked out and have a cinnamon stick. So I'm gonna get that in there. We're gonna peel a piece of ginger, just a good chunk. And then you can save those peels and just make a nice tea later. A beet stained tea, why not? Okay, so then thin slices. So basically you're gonna want some of these in each jar. Ginger can be tough to slice. Let's try it this way. Oh, there we go, that's better. I knew I was doing something wrong. Trying to go against those tough little fibers. Okay, so I'm gonna throw that in. And then unless I'm forgetting something, I think that's it. So I'm gonna let that be. My water bath is coming up to heat. I'm gonna clean the kitchen while I wait. While you look at my dirty sink full of dishes, look what came. What came is chaga mushroom, wild Alaskan chaga mushroom powder from my friend Mindy. I am so excited. What am I gonna do with them? I am going to put them in my coffee. So I am going to add these in the morning, just directly into my coffee, just a little bit, and I am going to reap the benefits all over my entire body, from my brain to my toes, and I cannot wait. So this is Mindy from Life Goes North, and literally this is like gold to me. I'm so excited. This is medicine. This is medicine, you guys. This is medicine. All right, let's check the brine. Turn that down. So I'm just gonna let this kind of sit here and simmer so that the ginger kind of works its way in. The cinnamon stick isn't gonna go in any of the jars, so I'm just gonna give it time. I want it to infuse. I'll try to get the little pieces of ginger to go in each jar. Okay, let's remember the timer doesn't start until you come to a rolling boil. 10 minutes, turn off the heat, and then just let it sit there. Don't touch it, just let it hang out 10 minutes or so, and then pull it out, lifting straight up over onto your dishcloth that you've already set out here for yourself, and then you're not gonna touch it until tomorrow. and hopefully everything pops and you get good seals, because 3 pounds of beets is precious. All right, thanks for being here. Appreciate you.